The boardroom was cold, the air thick with skepticism. Across the polished table, powerful investors eyed Mira and her battered notebook. One, with a gold pen and a smirk, sneered, "Is that it? A diary?" Laughter echoed, but Mira stood firm, notebook in hand, a shield forged by years of rejection. They saw a tattered book. She saw a universe of solutions. Mira's silence was strength, her gaze unwavering. This was her 100th pitch, her final stand. The notebook held not just ideas, but a blueprint for a better world. Sketches, equations, stories born from necessity. The investors saw only paper. Mira saw the key to the future. The lead investor tapped the table, impatient. "What's in the book, little girl?" The words were meant to diminish her, but they only fueled her resolve. Mira opened to the first page, her childhood handwriting staring back. She was ready. 99 rejections had led her here. The world was about to learn what happens when you underestimate a girl with a dream and a notebook. The room was their world, but the notebook was hers. Inside it was more than ink, it was hope, resilience, and the story of a relentless pursuit. Mira was about to turn the page. Mira's journey began in the crowded halls of St. Jude's Home for Children. Scarcity was the rule. Broken things stayed broken, missing things stayed missing. While others played, Mira observed leaky faucets, drafty windows, chaos in the library. Her only possession, a notebook from a kind volunteer, became her laboratory. She sketched rainwater systems, built shelves from crates, insulated windows with blankets and cardboard. The notebook wasn't for secrets, it was for survival. Others mocked her scribbles, caregivers dismissed her as a dreamer. But Mira was building, testing, fixing, her notebook her only ally. Each small success fueled her ambition. She realized the problems she solved weren't unique. They were everywhere. As she grew, her ideas grew bolder. The orphanage was her training ground, teaching her resilience and resourcefulness. The world saw an orphan. She was an engineer in the making. From scarcity, she learned to create abundance. At 18, Mira left the orphanage with her notebook and hope. Her first pitch, a water-saving system for parks, was met with polite rejection. "It's clever, but not practical," they said. She logged every no in her notebook: date, name, reason. Rejection stung, but she pressed on. Businesses, nonprofits, city planners. "You're too young, no experience, just drawings in a book." Friends urged her to give up, but every no became a lesson. She refined her pitches, simplified her diagrams, learned from every closed door. The notebook filled with more than ideas, it filled with resilience. Each rejection was sandpaper, sharpening her vision. She wasn't collecting failures, she was collecting fuel. The world told her to quit, but her notebook told her she was getting closer. The symphony of no became her anthem. Every rejection made her stronger, every page a step forward. She learned to turn doubt into data, and obstacles into opportunities. Mira was not deterred, she was determined. The world's disbelief only made her dream louder. Mira's journey was long and lonely. She worked odd jobs, spent every spare dollar on bus fare to another pitch, every spare moment studying. Her notebook became an encyclopedia of rejection. 99 stories, each a scar and a badge. The pain of no faded, replaced by fierce determination. She became a researcher of rejection, understanding the fears behind every closed door. The 99th no came from a hero. "The world isn't ready for you." That night, Mira stared at her notebook. 99 rejections, 99 closed doors. It would have been easy to quit, but she saw a pattern, a world that needed to change. The rejections hadn't broken her, they'd forged her. She turned to a clean page. Pitch number 100, the story of the 99. She was ready for the final battle. The failures were not the end, they were the foundation. Mira's resolve was steel. The next door would open. Sterling Ventures boardroom, where billion-dollar deals are made or broken. Mira's 100th pitch began with the same skepticism, the same laughter. She smiled, calm and unshaken. "This notebook is my entire pitch." Instead of blueprints, she opened to her rejection log. 99 meetings, 99 no's, each one made this stronger. The room fell silent. She walked them through her journey, each rejection a data point, each criticism a lesson. Rejection 7, filtration flaw, I fixed it. Rejection 32, cost projections, I learned finance. With every page, her plan grew more bulletproof. Investors leaned in, skepticism melting into awe. Mira wasn't just pitching an idea, she was proving her expertise, forged by adversity. The notebook was no diary, it was a battle-tested R&D report. The boardroom expected to dismiss her. Instead, they witnessed a masterclass in resilience. Mira's plan was undeniable. The room was silent, respect replacing doubt. She had turned rejection into her greatest asset. The final pitch was not just about innovation, it was about unstoppable will. Mira had arrived. With the room captivated, Mira revealed her vision, Aura Systems. Not just one idea, but a network. Water reclamation, waste-to-energy, modular housing, community software, solutions born from orphanage problems scaled for cities. The story behind the ideas sealed the deal. Mr. Sterling, once dismissive, now spoke with respect. You built an armor of proof. The decision was unanimous. They wanted to invest in Mira, not just her company. Aura Systems exploded onto the world stage. Her designs, once dismissed, transformed cities. Parks used her water-saving tech, communities her sustainable housing. Mira became a symbol of innovation, her face on magazine covers. She led with empathy and resourcefulness, never forgetting St. Jude's. Success wasn't a miracle, it was thousands of days of hard work and belief. The orphan with a notebook had built an empire. Every closed door had led to this. Mira's journey was proof that resilience changes the world. Mira returned to St. Jude's not as an orphan but as a benefactor. She donated enough to rebuild the orphanage with Aura's technology. But her greatest gift was the Notebook Foundation, giving every child a notebook and access to STEAM workshops. She visited often, listening to their dreams, seeing herself in their sketches. Her story became a lesson worldwide. Persistence is a superpower. Every no is a beginning, not an end. Rejection is a test of conviction, not worth. Mira taught the world to welcome failure as a teacher. The path to yes is paved with 1,000 no's. Her greatest creation was the ripple effect. Children dreaming, inventing, believing. Mira turned pain into purpose, rejections into a roadmap. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is getting up, opening your notebook, and writing your own story. Page by page, Mira's legacy grew.
What's something people don't know about stories? They never truly end. There's always a new adventure waiting for you. Just pick your next tale and I'll meet you there. Subscribe to the Story Circle and let me know which story I should tell next in the comments.